The New England Patriots just got great news from their divisional rival. What the heck? Let's talk about it. My name is Aaron on the daily Patriots content. Don't miss out. All you got to do, subscribe, hit the notification bell, as well, hit the like button. Take you 2 seconds. Appreciate you guys. As well, June hoodie giveaway is officially over. We're in July. We'll be talking about what we're doing in July shortly. But I will tell you this about June. The people getting hoodies, I will reach out to you. Don't worry. You're going to be looking great in your new hoodies. Thanks for all the subs, people buying merch, as well, people signing up for memberships. Don't miss out in July on that next giveaway or what we're going to be doing, promotion, whatever the heck you want to call it. Anyways, that's beside the point. Ladies and gentlemen, we're jumping right into it. The only true football team in the state of New York. It's not the Giants. It's not the Jets. It's the Buffalo Bills. Now, the Buffalo Bills, there's little trouble in paradise, and that's Mr. James Cook. He wants an extension. Right now, not a crazy big story, but if it goes into training camp, drags on into training camp, and James Cook decides, I am going to hold out or do a hold in basically meaning I'm going to show up, but I'm not going to participate until he gets his extension. Now, he has already said, listen, I want to get paid what the top running backs in this league are getting paid. That's about 15 mil annually. So what's crazy again is running backs, a lot of people would tell you they're a dime a dozen. You look at the Kansas City Chiefs, they got Pacheco. I'm making it into a drink. Pacheco in the 7th round from Rutgers. What a steal. And he has done incredibly well for the Kansas City Chiefs when he is on the field, that is. Now, so the Bills, the question becomes for them, do they want to pay James Cook? Or do they want to settle on a guy named Ray Davis, who they drafted out of Kentucky? Now, Ray Davis, fun fact, last year was his first year in the league. He had like 3 rushing touchdowns, nothing crazy. Obviously, he wasn't the featured back like James Cook was. But what's crazy is he's had 1 year in the league, and James Cook is on the last year of his rookie contract after being drafted in the 2nd round out of Georgia, and they're both the same age, 25. Times are crazy. Now, the interesting thing about this extension that James Cook wants, kind of to give it more detail, is there's multiple people from the draft class. He was drafted in 2022 that have already been given extensions. So Shakir, wide receiver, boom. Bernard, yep. Benford, yes. So multiple guys who have contributed to the Bills. A lot may say nowhere near what James Cook has. He's the only one who has not got the extension out of those big names. Now, he was quoted saying this just the other day, basically saying, hey, well, what's going to happen in training camp if you don't have an extension yet? And he said, I don't know. We'll see when it comes to camp. And so some people on their side are positive, but that's what they're going to do. They're going to talk in a positive light because they want everyone to think everything is okay. Simple as that. Now, you might say, well, Aaron, he participated in OTAs. Yeah, okay. I don't think James Cook isn't, I'm not going to say he's, when you think of like a wide receiver diva, everyone's like, whoa, what's with wide receivers? You know who there's plenty of them out there. I'm not going to name any names, but plenty of them. I feel like those are the type that are like, man, I'm too entitled. I'm not going to do this. You better pay me my money. James Cook, everything you read on it, it seems like he's trying to do this the right way. So that makes you think, okay, they probably will come to an agreement. But again, we look at a league who has really devalued running backs and paying running backs, and the question becomes, are the Bills going to do that? Now, Josh Allen has even said, I think he should get paid. All these other players coming around think he should get paid. He's earned it. He's deserved it. You look at his stats from last year, just over 1,000 rushing yards, about 5 yards per carry, 16 touchdowns, 1 fumble, whether that was receiving or rushing, wasn't even lost. So his numbers are solid. His numbers are great. And last year, hands down, his best year so far in the NFL. But the question comes down to this for the Bills is, do they want to pay James Cook or do they want to rely on Ray Davis? One of those two. That's your options. I'm going to tell you right now, James Cook would be the much, much better option. But what's great about this for the Patriots is simple. There's controversy. Things aren't working out. There's frustrations. And we all remember the whole Matthew Judon saga last year. Obviously, then he finally got drafted. Traded, struggling. I was in the sun way too long today. Finally got traded to Atlanta, and then they got a third-round pick, and it was great. So that turned out well. But regardless, you look at this whole situation, and what's good for the Patriots is if James Cook doesn't end up playing, which I'm sure those percentages are pretty small, then you have Ray Davis. I'm not too worried about Ray Davis. James Cook, yes. Out of the backfield catching it, yes. Yards after contact, yes. He's a good running back. There's no question about it. So again, this bodes well for the Patriots because it's an issue. It's an internal issue for the Bills, and it's something they have to worry about as opposed to worrying about what is in front of them, which is the 2025 season. So again, what do you guys think about this? What do you think will happen? In my opinion, I think the Bills are not going to be stupid. They're going to see they have a great player in Cook, and though they may not want to, and again, running backs are devalued in the NFL, I think they're going to pay the man. Think they're going to do it, and they're going to move on. That would be the smart thing for them to do. But the longer they carry this on, the better it looks for the Patriots. So anyways, what do you guys think? Comment below. James Cook. Next up, July. I love July. 4th of July, we get to celebrate that. Middle of summer, Christmas in July, all that fun stuff. I don't celebrate Christmas in July. That's obviously for December. But anyways, a lot of great dates for football in July. First and foremost, football preview published, boom, for this upcoming season, July 12th. That's literally less than 2 weeks. Rookies report to training camp. 4 days later on the 16th, the first veterans report. And then on the 23rd, so in just over 3 weeks, 100% of players will report. And then the very end of July, we have made it. We have made it. Say what you want about preseason. Football is football. My guy Ray, who watches UFL, he will tell you UFL is good quality. It's football. Watch it. Boom. Watch more than I did previous years this year, by the way. But that being said, July 31st, first preseason game, Canton, Ohio, Hall of Fame game, the Lions, the Chargers. My NFC team, the Lions. I live in Michigan, lived in Maine. That's why I'm a Patriots fan as well. But what do you think? July, lot to offer. We're almost there. Buckle up. I know you can endure 12 more days, and we can get into some great talk on rookies and then veterans and all this fun stuff. So what do you guys think? Comment below. A lot of great things coming up for the Patriots. As well, James Cook, is he going to get an extension? Is he not? Is he going to walk? Is he going to hold out? What do you think? Want to hear from you? Comment below. Comment below. Hit that subscribe button. Again, for those of you who won a hoodie, I'd go over the list, but it's going to take way too long. So I will reach out to you. Don't you worry. We'll talk later. Peace.